Hi guys, welcome to Estonian Cricket Weekly. My name's Stuart, I'm the Estonian Cricket Association President. I'm joined with Marko, Vaik, national squad player. We've got with us Cricket Finland. Welcome Cricket Finland, Van from Finland. You got a big summer ahead. Can you tell us about how the World Cup qualifiers are looking in July?
Yeah, cheers, Hooky. Yeah, we've been a bit unlucky actually, mate, with the weather actually, and the pitch preparation has taken a bit of a toll in terms of we've been delayed in starting the leagues, and some of the kind of elite matches that we had planned have all been cancelled because the grass was under snow for so long that it needed more time to recover. So yeah, we've managed to get going now, but we are a little bit behind, mate, to be honest. But what can you do when you're living out in the Nordics? Then unfortunately, that snow can frostbite you in the ass quite quickly, can't it? So yeah, but we're up and running now, mate. So looking forward.
Yeah, totally. It's certainly one of those unusual situations we've got being so high latitude wise with long winters and long dark winters. But yeah, we keep kicking on. So moving forward to this weekend, international match, Estonia versus Finland. It's the first time we've played each other in a T20. How are the boys looking for this weekend? They keen to play against their neighbours?
Yeah, mate. Always. I mean, it's always a good fixture, Stewie. I mean, I think last time we played was some years ago now, wasn't it? I think old Pete Gallagher got a ton that match, didn't he? But I think I think we've been unlucky weather-wise, haven't we, in the recent years when we've tried to arrange some fixtures. Um,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think we played a little friendly three series with Sweden as well.
yeah, that
But
was
even on that day, it was a little bit rainy.
yeah, that was it. Yeah, the guys are keen as mustard, Stu. I think everyone's just looking forward to playing cricket. And again, I think it's great that we should be actually playing more matches against you guys because as much kind of collaboration that we can do, then it's we're all the better for it, mate.
Yeah, totally agree. I was speaking to the squad last night and I asked the question, how many European capital cities are separated by 80 kilometres? I think it's just us two. So moving forward, we can do this a lot more.
Yeah, and I think like looking at all the facilities and infrastructure developments here, and especially your end, I mean, it's looking fantastic. And congratulations to all of you who are pushing the boat out for cricket over there in Estonia because it seems to be just at a rapid rate of knots getting somewhere. So well done, you lot. Uh, we've got Finnish cricket Finland's call centres just turned up by the looks of it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we're joined by Andrew Armitage, president of Cricket Finland. I've just been speaking to Van. A big off season, Andy, with your preparations for a lot of World Cup cricket. Um, how's everything going from your side?
Yes. Do you want the polite version? Absolute madness. Absolute madness. But yes, in
Yeah,
a very interesting way, of course. Would be nice to get a sleep every now and then, but I don't think I've had one for about the last 3 months. But apart from that, yep, still breathing and still
yeah.
strangely looking forward in some strange way of working like an absolute madman for the next 4 months to make sure everything's ready.
Yeah, I can imagine that the work, unfortunately, is only going to get more intense. But it's really exciting for European cricket for Finland to have this opportunity to host two of the regional qualifiers. I'm glad you guys got the chance to do it again after the COVID situation interrupted the first lot. So
I was going to say do it again, to do it for the first time, you mean? But
The
yeah,
third
planning for the
time's
second time, executing for the first time.
yeah,
So
third time
onto
planning.
the
Sorry, we were.
third time planning. Wow. Okay. So onto the playing side of things, boys. We're looking for a little bit of inside information. Who are the three players to look out for this weekend from the Finnish side? Maybe two from Van and one from Andy.
I'd say Judge Shares right up there. I mean, he's a quality bowler and can definitely turn a game with his bat as well. And to be honest, I think there's several players on top who could really change the game from our lot. We've got an interesting left-handed opening bat who's come in who you probably haven't seen much, but he's a classy act. Then there's obviously the skipper, who's always Mr. Consistent. And I just think well, we know what Pete did last time, Mr. Gallagher. Let's hope he turns that form back on and brings another ton home. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's all shaping up. Maybe a little surprise package with the old spinner as well. I know that's not two people, but yeah, I'll give you some inside information there.
Who was the first guy you mentioned? Sorry, it just cut out there. The first guy you mentioned.
I'm Judd Share.
Okay, cool. No worries. Andy, couple of one or two guys you think gonna have a good weekend?
Like you, I think Vanny was breaking up, so I didn't quite hear which ones he said. He repeated Amjad. I think we've got, one of the things about this squad is that I wouldn't really then pick out anybody as a superstar. It's everything is about this squad is about the team, and the most important thing for this squad is the team. And as there's the traditional saying of "there's no I in team," I think we've been thrashing away at that for the last few years, and I think the importance of that is going to be reflected this summer on the way that that all of the players have bought into that principle really, and not just had it as a catchphrase. So I don't think I'm not avoiding the question, but I think from my side, as I'm not a selector either, so what's my opinion then worth? It's what do I know about cricket? So I think the biggest thing about this team is that is the team itself and everybody as a collective.
How about yourself,
Yeah,
Stuart?
so you guys have had your national program up and running for several years now. Sorry, mate? I was just about to ask Marko. So Marko's
Marko, how about yourself?
A native Estonian here. So Marko, who are the three boys that these fellas have to look out for on Sunday?
I like to repeat what Andy said. It's really about the team, and everybody's contribution is vital in any of the games. If I have to pick three names, then one of the guys is definitely Arslan, who wasn't participating in the tournament we had in Cyprus. So he's in now and skippering the side. One more guy would be Habib, who's bowling well and was the only guy to hit the 50 in Cyprus as well. And then another native Estonian who has played against US before as well is Kalle, who's bowling really well at the moment. And yeah, these are the three picks for now.
Just on the native Estonian side of things, you guys got Jonathan Scammons in the side here. What's it like to have native players in your sides, and how's that moving forward for the future of Finnish cricket?
I was going to say if I can just jump in on that one for the other reason that I've got to jump across to another meeting starting in a couple of minutes, so I'll have to love you and leave you. But from my perspective, it's obviously such a long-term issue in terms of being able to look at getting local players involved. And I think the first time Jonathan got involved, as with Marko as well. I think the first time I met Marko, you were maybe not still just in shorts, but I remember Marko then looking very young the first time that we met. So I mean, it's great that you've managed to stay within the game, and the same thing for Jonathan, as Jonathan has been involved in cricket since he was in shorts and even shorter shorts. Let's put it that way. I think it's something which is always on the agenda. Indeed, I think it should be something that's always on our agendas, because I think we obviously have got a lot of focus in the short term and events and things that are happening, but at the same time, I think we still have to keep focus on long term development, and that obviously means getting local people involved with the game at the lowest level that we can do in terms of grassroots development, and making it as easy as possible for kids, girls and boys to start playing the most wonderful game in the world, which cricket is. And I think that then just it's a roundabout way of answering your question, I guess. But the whole thing for us in terms of small cricket countries, as we all are, is I think then keeping that in focus with everything that we do, because fundamentally we need to be setting examples for future generations of people that are living and staying in our respective countries, and trying to make sure that the game does become local as well as international, because we know about the international side of things that cricket brings, and I think that's something which obviously is critical. I gave a short presentation this morning, hence I was a little bit late as well to coming onto this call, to the Olympic Committee monthly meeting of all of the organizations, and that's pretty much also what I said when I was talking about the upcoming World Cup qualifiers in July. and about getting them all there and making sure that I give them the opportunity to actually come and watch the game, so I don't have to listen for the next 20 years about Finnish people telling me about they don't know anything about cricket and why and when are we going to drink tea and a T20 game lasts 3 hours and not 5 days. You know, the usual stuff, which I'm pretty sure you get from the local Estonians as other countries then do. So
Cool. Well, just before you go, Andy, do you want to give us your selections for the two matches on Sunday? Then we'll go back to that.
Selections, as in the squad, you mean? Oh, blimey! If I don't know,
No,
you're going to ask that.
Two matches, who's going to win?
Oh, that. Yeah, as we don't normally do the political route and say it'll end up in a draw, as cricket matches very, very rarely do, then I think it's going to be a super Sunday, and I think may the best man win, and may that be Finland.
And Van,
but best of luck to you guys as well.
Regarding the natives playing for Finland, and also on the selection for the weekend.
I think on the native, it's a super hard task, Stewie. I mean,
I'm gonna have to go,
really
guys.
not... Cheers, Andy.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, it's super hard. It's not easy at all. I mean, if we look at it, it's a kind of a transient sport in that sense, with people coming into the country and kind of trying to get the grassroots going. There's pockets of it, and there's some clubs that have actually managed to get small groups of children together and kids and trying to develop it alongside even women's teams and all the rest of it. And we're pushing super hard for that. But there is a lot of initiative that needs to come also from the clubs, which again, there's all these kind of different structures that are slow to kind of develop, and they need a lot of support. And I think generally speaking, it's really hard unless you have a bigger paid infrastructure to really solidify it. That's what I honestly feel about it. I think it's kind of always on a knife's edge, and then we make a lot of ground, and then we can slip back, and then we go forward. So I think especially these kind of national team events hopefully can play in as something aspirational for youngsters, and also show that there's, from women and from boys and girls, just to sort of see that everything's possible, and hopefully we put on a good show. But yeah, I think we are making progress for sure. But it would be great if we had a bit more support. Maybe ICC could dip their hands in their pockets a bit more and help us out, so we could get some more infrastructure here. But I guess that's probably your problem too, I guess, as well.
Yeah, it's always hard trying to grow cricket when it comes to finances and stuff like that, and chasing sponsorship. So it's one of the extra tasks we have to do. It's enjoyable when it comes off, but it's a bloody lot of hard work. And I echo your sentiments, where sometimes it feels like you're doing 4 steps forward and then 2 steps back. And then when you do those 2 steps back, you sort of got to brush yourself off and take a deep breath and then reload and go again. So it's enjoyable, it's fun, a little bit frustrating, but at the end of the day, a lot of European cricket countries seem to be growing in numbers.
I think it's a passion point, isn't it, Stu, as well? Like, if you think, I stopped playing cricket probably in my early 20s, and then came back to it in my mid 30s, coming here because I wanted to give back to something that you loved. And I think now I look back at it, it's kind of, I think it's been worth all the sort of ups and downs, because so much movement's been made, and seeing more and more people playing cricket within our club structures and league structures and everything else. It's a community-based thing for me, and I think for a lot of us, it's kind of, we know what it can bring. It's a fantastic game when it's understood, and how we can make it sort of more accessible and show, like, from an integration perspective and from life lessons. I mean, there's so much stuff you learn in the game, whether it's on the pitch or off the pitch, as a team or as a club or a cricketing community. So I think for me, there's a bigger message to it all. And then, now we've got this next month where the focus is, on trying to be the best that we can. And I'd say we've got a bit of a group of death, Stewie, in the World Cup qualifiers. So, if we can turn a few heads by upsetting, a few of these bigger countries, then that's only going to help us and yourselves in the region. And we wish you guys all the best, man. We really hope that you knock them out of the park and we both represent the Nordics in the right fashion.
Yeah, totally agree. Marko, your thoughts moving to the World Cup qualifiers in July?
Yeah, same thing. It's our first time back into it, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. How the group is going, how have our preparations been, what's it, how is the last couple of weeks going to look like to be completely ready for the tournament. Definitely want to put on a good show, and like you said, knock them out of the park. From my side as well, all the best to you guys, and can't wait to get over to Finland.
Predictions for this weekend?
We'll welcome you with open arms. Stu, I'm not going to lie to you, mate. I'm going to back us on this one, mate. I think I have to 100%. I'm going to go with a 2-0. I have to stand by my boys. Yeah. So, but I have heard that you've gathered a few English coaches that are coming over. Is this true? Can you give me a bit of insight on that?
We are using the services of Richard Cox, who's currently officially coach of Cyprus. We will be joined over the weekend by Jonathan Trott as an ECA ambassador for the weekend. So maybe a few tips from him on the ferry coming across. So we're looking forward to that. So for me,
good. You got a couple of bears. You brought a couple of bears over. You brought a couple of bears over, Warwickshire bears over from England, right?
Absolutely. You know, got to pump up the expertise here to back up the cattle that we got. But yeah, for me to finish up on, very similar to Marko, my predictions of this weekend, fingers crossed doesn't rain. They're going to be two well-played, hard-fought matches. I think we're going to get close. Finland national side, exceptionally talented, and you did beat Denmark a couple of weeks ago, so that can't go unnoticed. Either way, both teams are going to have a great Sunday, and let's hope that we get close to a 1-1.
Well, Hookie, we're also aware, mate. We know you well, bud, so we're going to be keeping our eye on you that you don't get away, son. So
I'd love to get away, mate. Potentially even the last few games of cricket for a long time. So it'd be good to make some runs back on the home turf of Kerala, where I played for a couple of years with your national captain, Colo, and also with Peter Gallagher. It was certainly great to have them on my side. Going against them was a little bit scary. I was keeping the Petey's 100 the other year. Geez, he can bang them.
Yeah, that was a fun. I think we had a 99-run partnership on that one. That was a hell of a knock, though. Hell of a knock. Yeah. But old Coxie coming over, he actually used to be my under-19s coach, so you can have a bit of banter with him from back in the day.
Yeah, he's already briefed us. He's already briefed us on the 19-year-old man versus the bit older version.
Yeah, a lot older, but yeah, no, good fun, mate. We're looking forward to having you, and let's get more of these matches and series. Just to build the togetherness. I think it's super important. And anything we can do to help you guys, we're all here for you.
Yeah, totally agree. Same on our side as well. So thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you in a couple of days.
Yeah, see you later, guys. All the best. Safe journey over.